Hello, I'm John Perry, and I'm joined by Representative Jim Runestad. Representative, nice to see you.
Good to see you, John.
Folks have probably heard about what's called a guidance that's being considered by the State Board of Education dealing with gender identity among students in our public schools. It is an issue that has started to generate some controversy. Have you been hearing from your constituents about it?
Yes, we've had a number of calls, emails, Facebook posts. People have a grave concern about the Michigan board deciding to get involved with all this social engineering. And they're putting guidelines in place that really, I think, a school board has no decision being involved with, such as determining what a child wants to call themselves on a given day, what their gender identity is on a given day. They can go into different bathrooms depending if they feel more like a male or a female. That could be so disruptive to the school system. And by the way, most of this not informing the parents. So the child could determine whether they feel like a male or female and which sport team they want to go into, which locker room they want to go into. I think that parents across the state of Michigan are going to be outraged at this kind of guideline that can be taken up by a local school board. And when they do, there's going to be just a push to make all this happen. And if you resist in any way, you're going to be ostracized or really taken advantage of, I think, by the school system. So I don't see any good coming out of these guidelines.
I would imagine as a parent, as a dad yourself, to see this type of erosion of parental rights, as you were saying, it has to be troubling.
Absolutely. I have a 14-year-old daughter in middle school going into high school, and with these kind of guidelines, she could be in the locker room, and then comes someone who says they self-identify as a female, that is biologically a male. This is just absolutely wrong, and I hope that the public does reach out to the State Board of Education and express their concerns that this is not what we need here in the state of Michigan.
There is a comment period that runs through the early part of April. People can contact the State Board of Education. I imagine, too, you'd be more than happy to accept any testimony or comments from those folks in your office and forward it on to the SBE.
Absolutely. If anyone in my district has a concern about this, wants to express their view, go ahead and mail it to my office, and I'll make sure it gets to the right place.
Representative, thank you very much.
Thank you, John.
I'm John Perry. Thank you for joining us.